So Fujifilm just released a new firmware update for the Fuji X-H2s, which I'm filming on right now. I don't know if there are any other updates for other cameras, but I just downloaded the update and put it on my camera. And let's just test the autofocus, because that's the main issue that has been going around on the internet for so long. It's the continuous autofocus in video for the Fujifilm system. In particular, I think the Fujifilm X-H2s, because I read online that the XS20 was actually doing a really good job focusing. And I have talked about the autofocus on the X-H2s before on this channel. It isn't great to begin with, and then in the latest firmware updates before this one, they just actually made it so much worse. So I was just scared downloading those updates, and I just left it as it was. It wasn't great, but it wasn't that terrible as well. But now apparently they should have fixed it. So this is what the eye detection looks like. Now, I don't know if it's focusing because I actually don't see the box around my eye appearing, which is pretty strange. But yeah, I don't know. It seems to be tracking me pretty good, because this is always a pretty difficult test for an autofocus system. I don't know if I put my hand there, if it will rack focus. I don't think it does. Does it come back? It takes a second. I don't know. Now if I go out of frame, and when I appear, such a scientific test right here, but you know how it goes. You always test it like this. You want to be sure that, you know, doing a talking head like this, you can move around freely and it just grabs you and it locks onto you. So, all right, so I was actually wrong because eye detect wasn't on. So that was just regular zone autofocus with the eye detect off. And I think it did a pretty good job, because now I can actually see the box around my eye, so it has to be better now. Focusing on my eyes has to be quicker. And I feel that it is. So again, this is eye detect. Previously, no eye detect, so just regular zone autofocus. Still tracking at +3 speed at 0. So if I put my phone here, that was actually smooth. Pretty smooth. Took a second there to fully switch. I think going from the hand to my eye is pretty swift. Going to my hand is a little laggy. Feels pretty good, actually. So I think I'm going to grab my 35 f2, but I think with the eye detect on, if I disappear out of frame, I think it's pretty snappy. I don't know. I feel like it is a lot better. I don't know. My phone. Took a while there. That was snappy going to the eye. That's pretty good. Let's grab the 35 f2 and we'll be back. It should be even better. All right, we're on the 35 f2 right now. Now it's difficult for me to see on the screen if it actually grabs focus and switches swiftly when I go out of frame. I feel that it's doing a good job. Of course, I need to do some further testing in the field and see what it's really like, you know, using the camera out and about, running, gunning, because that's where it, in my opinion, struggles a little bit. Yeah, you know, running, gunning and trusting the autofocus on Fujifilm, isn't the greatest experience. As I said, I have the Sony FX30 as well, and that is so much more reliable, and you have to kind of just set it and forget it, and it just does the work for you. But I think they took a good step in the right direction here. As of right now, for me, I think it's a win. I don't think they fully fixed their issue, and it's probably not going to be at Canon or Sony level anytime soon, but I'm pretty happy. I think it's snappier, it's better than it was before, so you know, that's a win always. So it makes this camera a little bit more usable and reliable in my opinion, so that's always a win. So that's it for me, guys. On to the next one.